Match number 4 saw the Hustle Ambition title put on the line in a 4-way dance as Samuel St. Daniels would take on Charlie Marley, Oscar Mike, and the champion, Adrian Arturo. Brother, please. Yes, sir. Anyway, it was an absolute banger of a match. Honestly, folks, I can't say enough about this one. This one was just absolute first half main event. Could have headlined any show. These 4 individuals absolutely put on a spectacle. There was fighting outside. You'd see at one point, the 2 heels in the match, St. Daniels and Mike teaming up and double teaming onto like Charlie Marley. Adrian was fighting for his dear life, trying to defend his title. You saw him, he'd hit his brother, please, on Oscar Mike and Samuel St. Daniels. It was just, yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. These 4 guys absolutely went at it. I know I normally describe some of the moves and stuff like that. We've got chops, we've got some Samuel St. Daniel chops. Absolutely loved it. There was one point where they were over the top rope, and St. Daniels and Arturo were literally chopping each other whilst hanging upside down on the outside. It was just, it was such a thing of beauty. You saw Charlie Marley put into a tree of woe, as well as St. Daniels and Oscar Mike would beat down on the pair of them. Charlie Marley would hit his ding 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 attacks on Oscar Mike and Arturo. Just absolutely ridiculous. At one point you'd see Charlie Marley would look for a famouser on St. Daniels. He'd counter it into an ankle lock of all things. It was absolutely ridiculous. Mike would hit a cutter. St. Daniels would hit a power bomb. Marley would hit his famouser. Arturo would hit his springboard cutter on Oscar Mike, and at this point St. Daniels would perform a frog splash off the top rope, beautiful frog splash off the top rope, and pick up the win. New champion, that's right, Samuel St. Daniels. Can't be upset about that personally. All 4 of these men, absolute bang of a match. Charlie Marley, fantastic wrestler. Love seeing him in action. Oscar Mike, fierce, intimidating, brilliant. Love seeing him in action. Adrian Arturo, just, we all know how I feel about Adrian. Adrian's fantastic. And St. Daniels picking up the win. Wow, just an absolute banger. If you ever get a chance to see any of these 4 guys in action, I thoroughly recommend you do so for yourself.